Hi all, in this session we are going to learn about how to create multiple resources by using ARM templates. In the last session we had already seen by using the ARM template how we had created single VM. But in this session, instead of creating the single resource, I am going to create multiple resources by using the ARM templates. Here, assume you are going to deploy one application. What is the prerequisite? You just need to create infrastructure. Once the infrastructure has been created, on top of the infrastructure only you can be able to deploy your application. This is the scenario. But here in this session, what we will do, we are going to automate the entire infrastructure creation with the help of ARM templates. Means what we are going to do here, with the help of the ARM template, whatever the infrastructure which is required in order to host the application, I am going to do entire automation way with the help of ARM template. Let us quickly understand. Quickly, I am going to log into the Azure portal in order to check whether any resources are running or not. Just click on the resource group. Right now, I don't have any resource groups, means there is no services which is currently running in my account. Okay, go to home and come down. Here, I am going to open the script which I had developed from the material. So click on open. It is going to open the ARM template in Visual Studio Code. It is a tool offered by the Microsoft where by using this code we can be able to develop the code, we can run the code, we can build the code. So there are a lot of activities which we can do with the help of this code. Fine. And let us quickly understand what is the syntax for the ARM template. This thing we had already discussed in the last session, like schema, content version, parameters, functions, variables, resources, output. Here the same thing I had mentioned over the material as well for your reference. These things which we need to consider as a syntax for the ARM templates. But if I want to create some kind of basic template, here the variables are optional, the functions are optional, and outputs is also optional. In order to create any kind of basic template, what the important is schema, content version, parameters, and finally the resources. If I have these four resources, these four things, I can be able to create some kind of basic template. Fine. Just open the code or script. It is a kind of ARMS template. So the first thing is schema. This is the schema. Then after that, what we have? Content version. I have the content version. Okay, fine. So here, how I had designed the infrastructure for my application. So I have one load balancer. Under the load balancer, I have one availability set. What is the purpose of availability set? In order to achieve the high availability option for the VMs, as we had discussed in the last sessions as well. So I am going to create the availability set, and under the availability set, I have the VMs. So the load is going to, means the load balancer is going to distribute the load among the VMs which is in the availability set. This is the infrastructure which I am going to design. Here, first of all, we will have a look on parameters. So parameters means what we are going to do here. We are going to mention whatever the things which I am going to pass the dynamic. Means while creating any resource, what are the things which I am going to mention? Those things I am going to mention the parameters. Here, while creating any resource or anything, what you will do? You are going to put some names, or you are going to sell some regions, some efforts. So these things I am going to pass in the parameters. Suppose assume you are going to create one VM. While creating VM, what you will choose? You are going to pass some kind of username for the VM. Here in this, I am going to set username. The type of is string. Here I need to pass the password as well while creating the VM. So here, if you observe here, I just mentioned a secure string. Here for setting the username, I just mentioned the string. But for coming to the admin password, I just said secure string, means the password which you had entered is visible in the dot format only. It is not showing to anyone in order to secure your password. Prefix. VM name prefix. As you know, prefix is used to naming convention. Why it is used? It is used for naming convention. Here my requirement is to create two VMs. If I had created the two VMs with the same name, is it possible? No. In Azure, it is not possible to create multiple VMs with the same name. Each VM has a unique name. If the two machines have the same VM name, it is not going to allow you to create the VM. So here if I allocate the name of backend VM to both VMs, it is possible? No. I need to differentiate. How that will be allowed? By using the prefix, it is going to differentiate the VMs. Suppose if I want to create 5 VMs, how it will be done? The first VM is 01 backend VM, the second VM is 02 backend VM, the second VM is the VM is 03 backend VM, up to the fifth VM 05 backend VM. In this way, even though it is a kind of similar missions, but it will be differentiated with the names. So for that purpose, for the naming convention only, I am going to use prefix. And location. Location is also type of string. Here, how the location has been defined? Based on the resource group location which I had selected. So while passing the script, I have the option to select the resource group location. Based on the resource group location, the VM is also going to be created in that particular location only. Fine, come. Here in the variable section, I am going to pass multiple variables here. So how these variables are used, I am going to show it to you in a clear picture. Just please focus on variable session right now. Here you had set availability set name as AV set. Here if you want to make customization, you can do. And storage account type. Here we are going to create storage account as well. So the storage account type is standard LRS. And storage account name is, it is going to set unique string. Unique string means, suppose if you create one storage account with the existing name, is Azure is going to accept? No. While we creating the Azure account name or Azure storage account name, we need to set some kind of unique name. Otherwise, it is going to throw an error. This name has been already utilized. Please select some other name. In order to avoid that, what I had said, here I just mentioned unique string. With the help of this, it is going to create some random unique name where Azure is going to accept. It is not conflict with any existing name. Fine. The virtual network name is VNet and the subnet name is backend subnet. In the backend subnet, what we are going to create? Backend VM. And load balancer name is ILB, Internet Load Balancer. And the network interface name is NIC. Here we had mentioned each and everything. Here number of instances, I had mentioned 2. If you mention 3 here, how many instances will be created? 3 VMs will be created. If I mention 2, the 2 VMs will be created. Here I am not, here how many VMs you want, that many VMs you can mention. Accordingly, those number of VMs will be created once you pass the script. Come down. Here the next thing is resources. Here we had successfully verified about parameters variables. Then we need to understand about the resources. Here we are going to mention what kind of resources or what resources you want to create. The first resource I am going to mention here is storage account. Here simply mention Microsoft storage or storage account. I need to set the name. If I want to create any kind of resource, first thing what I need to do, I need to set the name. If I want to set the name, how it will be done? It is going to refer the variables. In variables, I just declare the name. So in variables, where I had declared storage account name, while creating the resource, it is going to refer the variables in order to set the name for your Azure storage account. So variable storage account name. So I am going to say variables. I am in the variable session. What I had set storage account name as unique string, means some unique name will be set. Okay. From variables, it is going to fetch the name of the storage account name and location. For getting the location means, if you want to create the storage account, you need to select the location. So in which location you want to create the storage account. So for that purpose, what it will do, the resource is again going to refer the parameter session. In parameter session, it is going to refer the location. So in parameters, go to parameters. In the location, what it has done, where the resource group has been located, it is going to pick the same location only. So here it is going, while creating the storage account, it is going to get the location from parameter session. Fine. And come to kind, it is a kind of storage, and name. If you want to set the name, again it is going to refer to the storage account type. SKU means size. You need to set size na. So in which size you want. SKU is simply nothing but a size. Storage account type. Here storage account type is there or not? Yes. Standard LRS. It is going to put or pull standard LRS. Means while creating the resource storage account name, for setting the storage account name, it is going to refer the variable. For setting the location, it is going to refer the parameters. For setting the SKU, it is going to refer the variables again. Fine. In this way, we are going to implement the script. And coming to the second resource, what I am going to create? Availability set. The location, it is going to refer the parameters. Name, it is going to refer variables. And here, as you know, while creating availability set, I need to declare fault domain and update domain. Fault domain is nothing but a rack, physical rack. Update domain is nothing but a logical groups. So this thing we had already discussed in the availability set session. Remember guys, if you forget about that, just please refer to the early sessions, then you will have some kind of better understanding. What do you mean by availability set? Here SKU is name aligned. And coming to the another resource which I am going to create is virtual network. For the name, it is going to refer variables. For location, it is going to refer parameters. And subnet name, it is going to refer variables. And coming to network interfaces, means network interface means NIC card. Like guys, suppose you have laptop. So if you want to communicate with the outside world, how you will be able to communicate? You need to connect your machine to the internet. With the help of the internet only, you can be able to communicate over the globe. Like you can be able to access the application, you can be able to browse anything with the help of the internet only. How you will be able to access the internet? With the help of Wi-Fi or LAN, local area network. So simply for servers, we are not using the Wi-Fi now. We are going to use the network interface card. So how that will be done? I am going to mention each and everything here. Name, it is going to concat with the variables, network interface name, and it is going to copy the index number. Because of here, we are going to create multiple network interfaces for multiple VMs. Means for each mission, there should be a network interface card. If the mission is there without the network interface card, it is like a dead mission. Why? Without having the internet or NIC interface, is the mission can be able to communicate with any other mission? Not at all. It is not possible. So that's why without a NIC card, the mission will be called as a dead mission. And look in, whenever you get the option of location, simply it is going to refer the parameter session where we have defined the location. And come down, and properties. We had set some kind of properties there, and come down, and a load balancer. Here load balancer. Yeah, I'm going to create the resource load balancer. Here this all comes under resources only. Here we had created storage account, IP, NIC card, load balancer, availability set. These all are resources only. So what are the things which we had defined here in the script? The same it is going to create over the Azure portal. This is the beauty of automation concept. And here variables, if I want to set the name, I need to refer to the variables. If I want to set the location, I need to refer to the parameters. Here come down, there are a lot of things are there. And backend pool, I need to create the backend pool. Why backend pool is need to be created? Because of whatever the traffic which has been hit to the load balancer, it is diverted the traffic to the backend pool. In backend pool, what we have? We have the VMs. Whatever the VMs I am going to create, it is going to be in the backend pool only. So it is going to, load balancer is doing what? It is going to distribute the load across the backend pool. Means in backend pool, what we have? VMs only there. It is going to distribute the load to the VMs which is in the backend pool. Here lot of things which we need to consider while creating the script. So in the real-time environment as well, we have the similar type of existing templates are there. So based on the client requirement, we are going to do some customization where we want to do modification or customization. And once the customization has been successfully completed, what we will do? We need to run the script from the Azure portal. Accordingly, it is going to create the infrastructure over portal. So first of all, I need to done what? Here simply if you size the VM size, here it is what? DS to V2. So if I want to modify, so instead of creating some other mission, I am going to create the VM with lesser size in order to reduce the price. So here how? Okay, so here I am going to select DS1 V2. DS1 V2. Here where it is, you just need to modify here. Fine. So any other thing? So here it is going to select some 2016 data center. I'm going to mention 2009 data center. Okay, fine, no worries. Then after that everything is same. So here in this way we can do customization and copy the code, Control A, Control C, and where we can be able to validate the code, we have the online template as JSON lint. So come to here and come down here, you just paste and come down, just validate JSON. Here your code is validated. Just copy the same here and go to the portal, and in portal did I have anything? Nothing. So what I need to do, first of all I am going to create one resource group. So the name of the resource group is RG-ARM. So I'm going to create in the Australia East. Review plus create. So okay, and where I can be able to deploy the template, here I have the option deploy a custom template. Just click on it, and here build your own template in the editor. Just click here and Control A, delete, Control V. You just need to paste the content here. Just click on save, and here you just need to select the subscription pay as you go. The resource group is RG_RAM, and you are going to select the region Australia East, and here I need to set the username for what? VM dev tester 928, and I am going to pass the password here. These are all things where I had defined in the parameter session only, and VM name prefix is backend VM okay, and leave everything default and click on review plus create. It is going to validate your code. So once it has been successfully validated, the option create has been highlighted. Just click on create. Simply by clicking on create, what will happen? It is going to create the infrastructure which is required to host your application. With the single click, I can be able to create entire things which are required in order to host your application. It is going to create storage account, it is going to create VMs, it is going to create availability set, it is going to create network, virtual network, it is going to create subnets. Here lot of things has been defined. These all things with the help of single click, I can be able to automate. So here is there any error will happen? Nothing, because of how many times you can run, these things will be deployed. Other than this, it is not going to deploy anything. While doing the same thing or manual, there is a chance to do some kind of manual errors. In order to avoid that, how we will do? With the help of the automation, with the help of the script, we can do in a automation way. In this way, we can be able to create multiple resources by using the ARM templates. Just a minute guys, wait. Here with the help of the prefix name, what it will happen? It is going to create 01, means the prefix starts from 0. It is created backend VM 0, backend VM 1. Suppose if you select the 3 VMs, what will happen? Backend VM 2 will be created. Where these VMs are created? Under availability set. Okay, where we have 2 fault domains and two update domains are there. NIC 0, NIC 1. NIC 0 is for backend VM 0, NIC 1 is for backend VM 1. And it is going to create the VNet. It has created the AV set. Lot of things has been created. go here and click on the resource group, click on the RG arm. Here you can be able to see a lot of things. Here successfully everything is done. Here have you seen it? The deployment has been succeeded. Means I am going to show to you guys. So here go to home and click on virtual machines. Earlier I don't have anything. Right now I have two VMs or not? Yes, I have the two VMs. And availability set. Is availability set has been created or not? Yes, availability set has been created. And under the availability set, the backend VM 0 is there and backend VM 1 is there. Did I do anything? Nothing. And come back, load balancer. Here ILB is the load balancer which I had defined over the script. The same thing is replicated here or not? Yes. You can be able to check here. This is the load balancer. So what all things? So everything, whatever the thing which I had mentioned over the script, everything has been created without having any interruption. So this is what I just want to show to you guys. So by this session, so we had covered or completed about the ARM templates concept. In the next session, we are going to discuss about how to create the virtual machine, means Linux virtual machine. Okay guys, hope you guys understood my session, and remember guys, whenever you done with the lab activity, don't forget to delete your resources, otherwise it is going to charge you more. So click on the RG arm, so delete resource group, select it, force click on the check mark, okay, delete. I am going to delete the resource group. What will happen if I delete the resource group? It is going to delete all the resources which has been created under this resource group. Instead of deleting single resource group, I am going to deleting multiple resources at a time by deleting the resource group. Okay, do not forget guys, otherwise you will be charged more. Fine. So thank you guys for watching my session and for supporting me, and please subscribe my channel if you love my videos, and if you have any queries, please post your queries on the comment section. Accordingly I will revert to your queries, and I am going to share the material as well with you guys. So whoever is interested, please put your email IDs on the comment section. Accordingly I will add those email IDs to my Google Classroom. Then you guys have the ability to access the material through Google Classroom. Okay, and okay guys, thank you. We'll meet up you in the next session with the new topic. Until signing off, thank you. Bye bye.